All right, guys. So this is a little bit of a different video for the channel, but it's still, it has something to do with tech, so might as well. So this is the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro action camera. And for those of you in the know, this is one of the latest from DJI until the Action 6 comes out, or something similar to the Insta360 Go Ultra, one of the smaller ones. This one competes with the GoPro Hero 13 and the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. But I, for one, like DJI for the things they do, and also the seamless integration it will have with one of their mics, which is the second part of the video, which is the new DJI Mic 3. So in this video, I'm going to unbox the two, and then in subsequent videos, we're going to be testing it or making videos with it and seeing if it's worth the money or not. Now, I paid for the both of them. I paid 584 Canadian dollars. And this one, I'm getting this after getting the Osmo Pocket 3, which I thought was a cool idea. But for the case use that I have, I think it's too fragile. It's the gimbal, you have to keep it protected. And, it's a more cinematic, more slow-paced camera. But if you want a rugged, go out and about and do whatever and throw it in your backpack kind of a camera, hand it to somebody and don't worry about it. I think this is a much better option. So without further ado, we are going to unbox it. So first I'm going to unbox the mic here. And this is the new type of tab that Apple introduced and everybody's now following. So we're going to open this and see how it looks like. So to give you a little plastic baggie, if I'm able to open that, and nothing like unboxing a new electronic thingamajig. It's a pretty joyful experience. I like the little pouch. It's nice. It looks like a kid in a sweatshop made this, but still not a bad idea. It looks like a wallet an old person would have. But yeah, so this is what it comes with. All of this stuff. Let's just take it out. So this is going to be the magnet, and this is the windshield. Actually, you do get a couple of windshields. I don't know why you get two. One of them is like a silvery, foxy silver, and then the other one is just black. Not too sure why they give you two of them. Maybe because they're charging $150 for a mic. That's why you have some rat poison, and then you have a magnet and something else. Let's see what it is. Okay. Now, right now I'm recording the video on a Holyland Lark M2, which is pretty decent mic as you can tell, but the magnets on it are not as strong as one would like. If you're wearing thicker clothing, it just keeps falling off. And I know from experience by DJI Mic 1 and Mic 2 that I had previously that the magnets DJI uses are much stronger. So we're going to keep it here, and then you have a little clip. And what is that? This seems to have everything except for the mic. So far, I don't see where the mic is, but anyways. So this is, I believe, the charging cable. So they went with some proprietary stuff. Now you're going to have to use this cable instead of using a regular cable for the mic. And finally, I think, yeah, there you go. I thought for a second that they forgot to package the mic. Okay, wow, this is tiny. This is absolutely tiny. And I like the DJI branding on it. It's actually comparable to the Lark M2s that I have, and I'm going to get them. So this is the Holyland Lark M2, and one of them is on me. So let's take out the other one, and we can see that this one is pretty similar in terms of size to the DJI Mic 2, which I like. And oh, they want to mate, seems like it. And yeah, so I'm glad that DJI came out with a much smaller version of their flagship mics, because the Mic 2 was massive and it was pretty heavy. So for lighter clothing, t-shirts, it would sag pretty bad. But this one, they give you the option to have a clip on it, or if you want, you can stick with a magnet. And this is actually pretty strong. This magnet, on the other hand, not so strong. So I like that they did that. I'm going to put out a review on it later. But yeah, this was the DJI mic. Let's just put things aside and move on to the next bit, which is the main event. And I'm sure you've watched many unboxings at this point of this item, but here's my take on it from somebody who's had a GoPro Hero 8 in the past and then moved from that to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, realized that it's not something they need or it's not something for them. Now we are going with the Osmo Action 5 Pro. Let's take the seal off and let's see what DJI did here. Okay, so you have two boxes within the box. One of them accessories, and the other one says Osmo Action 5 Pro. And at the bottom of the box, you have a little, because I got the adventure combo. So this is part of the adventure combo. If you get this, you are getting this selfie stick type of deal. I'll just take it out of the packaging. And this still has the GoPro fingers on it. And then you can extend it. Pretty robust, pretty solid. So yeah. And then at the bottom, you have a 1/4 inch adapter, and you can stick a tripod on it if you want. And then let's take a look at the accessories first. So the accessories, then again, another set of fingers. So that's that. One of the sides is probably going to be magnetic, and yeah. So this will stick onto the camera, and then you can stick whatever you want, like this or whatever you want, on the other side, any other accessory. And yeah, a charging cable. And what's that? So let's take this bit out, which I'm guessing is the battery pack. So, okay, we have some cool little stickers. I like that. And that's in the box. So let's open. Okay, so nice little case. Push the button. All of them are, I think, semi-charged. I believe from my experience that these should be green when they're all fully charged. So you have the newer 1950 mAh battery, and the battery life on this seems to be the best out of the latest all the latest generation cameras like the GoPro, like the Ace Pro 2. This one has the longest battery life, and with three of them, I think you should be good to go, even if you have a full day of shooting any types of action content. Let's now finally move on to the Osmo Action 5 Pro. Open the box, take the rat poison out, and okay, here's the camera, and here's another thing. Oh, that's the cage. So let's open the cage first so I can show you what comes with that. So this is the screw, or actually a couple of them, which you're going to need when you're putting this through the fingers. So I'm just going to put it aside. And what's this? This is probably, okay, this is for sticking it onto a dash cam or and something like that. Same deal. Let's just open it. Actually, I'm interested in seeing how they do it. So this has a sticky pad on the bottom, same GoPro style fingers at the top. And then you have, oh, yet another. So we have two of these. I don't know why, but that's good to have two. All right. And this is finally the cage. The cage does not make it waterproof. The camera itself is already waterproof up till like, I think, 20 meters. And then you have this little cage you can open and then stick your camera inside. I think that's pretty cool. And then finally, we have the star of the show, the DJI Osmo Action 5. Okay, and then the lens has this nice little cover on it, so brand new, but the LCD did not, which is weird. Um, so yeah, this is the DJI Action 5. I'm not too sure. It's probably going to have no juice in it right now and no battery. But the good thing is this one has internal storage of 47 gigabytes. So even if you forget your SD card at home, which has happened to be, and I'm sure it has happened to a lot of people, I think that's a pretty neat idea to have internal storage. So yeah, moving forward, I'll probably be using this to make most of my content. And if something else comes up, I'll make sure to make a video. Thanks for watching, guys.